Just don't get so angry. Yes, well, thank you. I get that. I say that in my brain a billion times, all my own, without such stellar ideas. But here's the problem with it. Ready? We can't control our emotions on the level of emotion. Like, what in the world are you talking about? I'm about to break that down to you right now. Here's your ninja tip. Ahi, by the way. Don't forget, comment, all those cool things down at the bottom. Here's what you do. We do not change our emotions, okay? You can't. Your emotions are so deep-seated in your neurology that trying to adjust yourself at the emotion level is a dead end. So what do? We have to adjust at the focus level. What it is that we're focusing on. I remember a time things were absolutely insane. Our marriage, business was collapsing. Um, Housing situation was a disaster. We had to sell our house. Everything was crazy. So many pressures, so many tensions. And hey, nation, I see him in the background. You can see that? Yeah, it's a little buddy. And I remember I was talking to my father figure, mentor in my life, and I'm just going off and all these different things that are happening, that are wrong, that are frustrating. And in the middle of that, he interrupts me. He's like, hey kid, you're missing it, Haas. Right, he says Haas all the time. You're missing it, Haas. Like, what am I missing? He's like, you're missing what matters. Okay, your focus is off. He's like, slow down. Let's say right now in your house, the house is bursting into flames. Flames are everywhere. There's smoke. There's ash. Like, what do you do? What's your action? Who do you run and grab? I'm like, well, yeah, I grab my wife. I grab my kids. I'm free from my dog. Nah, I'm playing. Peter, relax. I'm just playing. Okay? Relax, Peter. I get them. And says, so you sit in the front yard. What do you have your arms around? So I'm huddled there with my family. He's like, yes, that's it. He says, so if that's the case, if everything is falling apart, if everything, life and death was on the line, why aren't you thinking about that in this situation, or when stresses are hitting? You've lost your focus, okay? And here's what I want to show you guys: your focus, whatever you're focusing on, is going to give you a meaning. You're gonna make this where I'm focusing on the tone right now. That means I am disrespected or I am unloved, and so your focus is on there. It's gonna determine your meaning. Your meaning is gonna then determine the emotion that you feel. Whatever the meaning that you assign to something. If a baby crawled up on your lap and just blew a raspberry, just a toddler, 1-year-old, spits all over your face. You're laughing, right? You're like, what's going on? Stop, right? Because the meaning that you've assigned is that this little toddler, innocently, being cute, learning its motor functions, blew a raspberry in your face. Okay, flip that now. What if I came up to you, grown man, and blew a raspberry in your face, spit flew all over your face? Okay, now you're ready to punch, right? Now you're ready to fight, right? Why? Same action, same fecal matter. Fecal matter, bad terminology. Sorry about that. Gag a little bit. Anyway, same type matter. The issue is the meaning that's assigned, and that meaning would cause an emotional reaction. That emotion would now determine your action, how you want to respond. So trying to operate at the emotion level is pointless. You got to get back to the focus level. What are you focused on? So what do we do with this? Here's what we do. Ready for it? Number one. My little man, he wants to join in on the video as well here. But what we're gonna do is you have to figure out why you're in your marriage. You have to get so clear, so brutally, painfully clear. There's something called the 7-layer why. Dean Grazioli is the author that really made it big. But I've tweaked it for marriage. All right, and in this, what take a piece of paper in our workshops, in our seminars, we have an entire breakdown of this. But here's what you can do. You take a piece of paper, and at the top, you write down, why does my marriage matter, right? Why does being married matter? How does it affect? Does it affect my family? Does it affect my church? Does it affect my community? What impact does my marriage? Why does that matter to me? And then you go another step down. After you figure that out and you write that down clearly, then you ask, Well, why does that matter to me? So let's say it says it matters. My marriage matters because I care about my children. I love my children. Okay, well, why does loving your children matter to you? And through that process, it's called the 7 layer. You can do it just 3 times and get value from it there. Because I don't want to overwhelm you to where you do nothing. Okay, I want you to do something with this deal. So you take that piece and you begin to get very, very clear on why it is you do whatever it is that you're doing for your marriage, for your relationship. So here's what happens. So that in those moments, instead of focusing on the spouse or the conflict or the issue at hand, you're able to look back and get very clear and see what actually matters. You're in the front yard and you're gathered, the house is burning down to ashes. Who are your arms around? Who are you holding? So when you change your focus, now you can shift your meaning. Understand, hey, this conflict is an opportunity to strengthen our relationship or talk about something that's hindering the marriage, hindering the home. Now you can see who's underneath my arms. What actually matters? Get very clear. Focus is the issue, okay? Focus, ninja move for you. Don't forget, like, comment, so I know what kind of content's helping, brings value to you. Say something, share, do all those awesome things that we do on social media. Appreciate you. I pray God's blessing on your life. I pray God's blessing on your marriage. Take care.